Welcome to the final Rambleview for Maul Shadow Lord. We'll be going over episodes 9 and 10 today. So this is the end of season 1. It is true. There are 10 episodes. We can confirm now.
and I was curious, and I just found out that apparently they had already renewed this before it started. So we've got a season 2 coming up.
Yes, we do. So that's exciting. And they better, because, yeah, there's quite a cliffhanger here.
There's more places they could go with it. Sure, let's see what happens. But before then, this starts off kind of, right where the last things pick up, the last episode, and Maul sends a message to Devon through the Force.
Mm-hmm.
And it made me wonder, so he's getting through to her. There's a connection here. And then Daki even asks her, so how close are you guys, basically? And she says, well, he helped us on the train fight, but that's it. But there's, as we'll find out throughout the next 2 episodes, he's working his way into her mind.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So.
And I think it's fine to bounce around, but I think we see by the end of episode 10, I think she's well on her way to being his apprentice.
But they've done a really good job of keeping it nebulous enough that, we're seeing his influence on her, but is he ultimately a bad guy?
Oh, yeah. I mean, he pushes Daki into Vader.
Well, yes, there's that. He does bad things. Maybe it's just the case of his goals are aligned with a Jedi's goals, but we'll let's just keep talking about the episode. I mean, I really do like the dynamic of forcing Maul to work with the Jedi to escape the city.
Mm-hmm.
I like those team ups that you don't normally see. It's always Kirk and Spock, or Iron Man and Thor, or whatever. And then every once in a while you get an episode where it's 2 characters who never really interact with each other. They're forced together. Or, the good guy has to work with the bad guy to get the badder guy. And that's what's going on here, and it's very fun and interesting.
Yeah, and he's even super respectful, like when Rook says, oh, what are we going to do about the old man? And he's like, show a little respect. That's a Jedi Master right there,
I was going to mention that too, that, he respects Daki.
Yeah. And when he mentions, like, oh, we can't, force jump over there because, it's too far, whatever, he's like, I agree with Master Daki. And, he's very respectful. He's trying to show them that I am not your enemy. Yes, you guys call me a bad guy, but we're trying to do the same thing here. So.
And you have to wonder, because a couple episodes ago, he was looking at his youthful face in the reflection, and if he had grown up differently, could he have been a Jedi? If he wasn't forced to feed on hatred? If he had a different master?
I see what you did there. If he wasn't forced to feed, yes. I think absolutely. I mean, obviously he's force sensitive, but yeah, I think if he might have been like one of those people like Count Dooku, who was a Jedi but then left the Order because they're too dogmatic and whatever. So I could see him being like one of those kinds of people. I don't think he would be like, a Jedi Master on the Council because he believes in the Jedi Code and everything. Like, I think he would have fallen off, but he would definitely be in a better situation than scrounging for his life in the Empire, trying to create a criminal syndicate as his only lifeline to get out of there, So
he wouldn't have mechanical legs and have to have lived in the trash dump for years.
Right. Yeah.
I did take note that when the group were attacking some of the troopers, I guess it was when they were when they told Spybot to kill their communications, and then they just walked up and there was a ATST and the troopers. Oh, the sound effects were so crispy, so on point. I wish I knew how to make sound effects like that, because they're I've said it before, they're just the gold standard. It sounds so good.
Absolutely. That whole scene too was pretty cool, with Darth Maul like taking out the walker, like throwing his lightsaber and it like, spinning through the back end of it. That was so cool.
He
That was
was
like a
showing
video
off.
game move. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
And it's funny because I saw one of the screenshots he sent me was the Star Killer pose towards the end of this episode with Darth Maul holding his two lightsabers behind his back like that. And yeah, totally an homage to Star Killer because Sam Witwer
Hmm.
voices Star Killer in the Force
Hmm.
Unleashed games. So
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
I
that
love
was cool.
everything in the sewer was phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
There, the tension of trying to cross the acid, the fights.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so long, Spybot. Um,
Yeah, that's the
but
one that got me the most. I was like, no, not
no,
Spybot.
not Spybot.
Yeah, not that cheap. No, he grew on me in the end. So
Yeah, he was a good little character, and that everything about that whole scene was just the culmination of this series so far. I mean, that it was phenomenal.
yeah, the only thing that I have like mixed feelings on is the actual like art style at this point
Mm,
because the lighting for whatever reason I don't know if it was maybe my computer monitor. I tried it on different computer monitor. I have three here, so I tried it on my different computer monitors, and the lighting I still have the same note across all three. Is that it just feels like really like from the lightsaber specifically, not washed out, but like flat or something like on the painted
mm.
background. Like there's not as much dynamic lighting because of the painted backgrounds, I feel like. I don't know.
Well,
It's something with the lightsaber specifically that was just like that looks kind of off. I don't
so
know.
I mean, we're pretty much through this first episode already. I mean, it ends with the great reveal of
Mm,
Vader. Finally,
yeah.
it was so fucking awesome. And
Yeah.
to your point, I sent you screenshots. The last shot of episode 9 is when
Hmm.
Vader ignites his saber off camera, below
Yeah.
camera. But he's just glowing red. Everything around him is red. They repeat the same scene at the start of episode 10, and it's very different.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was confused by that because now when he turns on the lightsaber, there's a little bit of red on his face and his chest. It
Yeah.
didn't glow like it did literally seconds before.
Hmm.
I found that discrepancy odd. Is that just another one of these errors that we keep finding, or why? I mean, it's so blatantly obvious. I don't know how it got through.
Yeah, I feel like because it got through, like it's got to be like the artistic intent. Like at the end of the episode 9, you're like, "Oh, it's Vader," and that's why it's all like red. It's like that overbearing presence of red. And then in the next episode, it's like, "Okay, yes, it's Vader. Let's get to the action." And like having that bright red the whole time would be not as like dynamic with the blue and the red and whatever. So like
Right.
lower the tone of it, like lower how much it's actually affecting the scene, so that way we could like get to the action. So like that's what I kind of got out of it was just
I think you're being generous. I
yeah,
think
I could
it's a
be,
mistake.
but I do overall the lighting. I think throughout this series, I feel like it's been really good. And then for whatever reason with the lightsabers, like going through the sewers, like with the yellow and green, and then going through this old temple, it just felt like I don't know, like the red lightsabers were like orangish and like green, like I don't know, like the lighting was just interacting weirdly with the painted nature of it all. I don't
Yeah.
know, it just looked strange. And there were a couple scenes where like Maul is holding his lightsaber while Vader is also holding it on him, and it's just red. Like there's no
Right.
I don't know. There's no, like sort of like contour. Like it totally like washes out all the detail on Maul's face.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe that was what they were going for, but I don't know. It didn't look as good as like the lightsaber lighting in the Clone Wars, and well, at least towards the end of the Clone Wars.
Well, and speaking of all these lightsaber fights and all these blaster bolts, going back to the sound effects, I can't imagine how tedious it would be to be the sound effects guy who lays in every single sound for every single switch and every single strike and every single
Yeah,
blaster. Oh, that must have, I mean, hey, that's job security. They got a lot of work for you, but
yeah.
ooh, there's just so many.
There's a lot. So
Exactly.
kudos to the sound people, because yeah, that's a whole bunch. Because not only do you have, what was it, one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8 blades flying around under the sewers, all the double
Okay.
blades.
Yep. 8.
You have like 20 stormtroopers and like 10 Mandalorians, and
Mm-hmm.
just, oh man, that's chaos.
So something in this episode when fighting Vader, Maul says, "What are you?"
Hmm.
So this is the first time they've met.
Yeah,
Okay.
because this is pretty shortly after everything went down. I'm assuming like within the first year, maybe.
Of
I'm assuming.
the end of after Order 66, basically.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Okay.
Like within a year or two, it's got to be.
And
Because they're
we,
still using the transition troopers, and he's still hung up on the events after Mandalore, being betrayed by the Pikes after Mandalore. So like that's still fresh in his mind. So I feel like it's within like just a couple of years, max, of that.
but Maul died in Phantom Menace, which chronologically took place about 10 or 15 years earlier.
Yeah, I think.
Because Anakin was about 10
Yeah,
in Phantom Menace, and then in the next one, he's got to be 20.
yeah,
And he went through a couple years of Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith. So, yeah, Sidious was teaching Maul in Phantom Menace, and Anakin never interacted with Maul other than in the desert when Maul flew by and fought Qui-Gon for a moment.
try to run over a random 10-year-old kid.
Right. So I'm just trying to, timeline wise, he was dead and not dead, and then in a trash can, and then yeah, okay. So this is the first time they've ever met, but since Anakin was under the tutelage of Sidious, I guess Sidious never would have mentioned Maul because he assumes he's dead.
Yeah. I mean, Obi-Wan fought Maul, so like Anakin knew. I don't know if they ever met during the Clone Wars. Because I think all of Maul's fights were with like Obi-Wan. But he definitely, like, Anakin knows who Maul is, I'm assuming, because of Obi-Wan.
But Anakin, oh, so that's the other thing. Vader never said a word in this whole episode.
Yeah, I love that.
It was very ominous and menacing. So maybe Vader knows of Maul, but Maul certainly doesn't know of Vader, and that's why he says, "What are you?" Because he has to sense
Yeah.
like this guy has a lot of force in him.
Yeah. I think he says at one point, too, like, it can't be, or like, he makes like an allusion to, like, no, like, is it who I think it is? Like, I think Maul has like an inkling
Mm-hmm.
of who it could be, of like, there's no fucking way. No way. Because it's not common knowledge, obviously, that Vader is Anakin.
Right.
And most people haven't even seen Vader. Like, Vader is a very much like a shadowy force kind of in the galaxy, at least at this point.
And you don't want to see Vader.
Right, exactly. Chances are, if you see Vader,
You're screwed.
you're dead. Yeah. Like, he's not the leave witnesses type.
No, he doesn't drive the ice cream truck around the neighborhood. Let's put it that way.
No. Yeah. His brand of stealth is I kill everyone, so therefore I am stealthy because no one knows I'm here.
Well, and that's the thing is I saw, throughout there were some excellent lightsaber fights here, and with Vader fighting Maul and Daki and Devin, and all he does is just keep hammering at him. He has no grace like they do. He's not ninja like they are. And I saw a podcast with Sam Witwer, who this guy he knows everything about Star Wars. He's like, yeah, that's because Darth Vader, as we saw in Phantom Menace when he was young Anakin, one of his force abilities is precognition. A little bit. He can't tell the future, but he can sense when things are about to happen. So basically, he knows where the lightsabers are going to be. He doesn't need that speed or that fluidity. He's like, I know it's there. Like, remember the scene in The Matrix when he
Hmm.
in the sewer or subway, when he's just like blocking all the hits from
Oh yeah,
Agent Smith because he knows slightly into the future, and there's nothing
yeah,
Agent Smith can do about it. So it's the same way with Vader. Vader's just like, gonna hit you here, gonna hit you here, gonna hit you here, gonna boom, 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 boom. He doesn't. He can just. He's brooding. He's hulking,
yeah.
and that was a good explanation for me because I was like, all he does is, I pick things up and I
Yeah.
put them down.
Right. Well, all Jedi, all Force users have that sort of like precog, but his is definitely like more powerful,
Mm-hmm.
and that's why that's like the kind of explanation for like why doesn't Sidious just lightning everybody while he's oh, I've got you a lightsaber blade, so you're unprotected. Why don't I just lightning you now and things like that? Like why don't they just force push him into the lava and things like that? It's because most of their attention and force ability is being used on this sort of precog with the lightsaber flying around.
Mm-hmm.
So like there's a certain like level of precog that all these lightsaber users kind of have, and that's why you don't see a lot of non-force users use lightsabers because you kind of need that to stand up to them.
Mm-hmm.
But Darth Vader's is obviously he's the highest midichlorian count, whatever, but the most powerful in the Force, and so like yeah, his is just utterly next level. And then his armor too is like that's why he's so lumbering. It is because of that chest plate armor.
Mm-hmm.
And that was actually intentional by Sid. I don't know if this is in the canon or the EU or whatever, but I still accept it. And that's kind of like intentional by Sidious to make it harder for him to move and maneuver. So he relies more on his force ability and has to persevere like through it. And he's still able to do that. So
Yeah.
um,
Interesting. And
yeah, so
his
like
midi chlorine count was over 20,000.
right, yeah, it's over 9,000. Yeah, whatever. um, so yeah, like he's definitely a crazy good fighter, and he has some grace, like when like he's like bouncing around kind of, but yeah, his it was spoiled for me that Vader was in the series because I saw some post around like, oh, this is Anakin's favorite move, and it was showing him like doing the bashing like as Anakin in the Obi-Wan series when it was a flashback to Obi-Wan and Anakin sparring during
Mm-hmm.
the Clone Wars,
Mm-hmm.
and he was doing that to Obi-Wan, and then it cut to the scene from episode 10 here,
Oh.
and I was like, motherfucker, like
Oh.
thought I was just looking at an Anakin post, but I didn't realize he'd be in here. So,
That
but
sucks.
yeah, and he passes that on to Luke, right? Because Luke at the end of Return of the Jedi, he does the same thing,
Oh, yeah.
wailing on Darth Vader. It runs in the family.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, that's definitely his favorite move. And actually, while he's doing that to Daki, and he's just about to kill Daki, I loved his breathing. It was like a swing, and then and then a swing, and then a swing, and then like once Daki's down, it goes back to the like
Uh,
I love that kind of like just cadence to his breathing. It was really nice touch. So
uh, Speaking of nice touch, it was just a touch, but Docky got a hit in on him.
yeah, yep, on his left side, yeah,
Yep. So
got him.
good for Docky before he goes down. And like you mentioned earlier, that was out of bounds, Maul.
Yeah.
Maul had to get away, so he sacrificed Docky, force pushed him into Vader, and
Hmm.
that was pretty much all it took for Vader to get the upper hand. And R.I.P. Docky.
Yeah. And yeah, when Daki like, he does a couple he gets pushed, right? He does a couple moves and then he's holding Vader and he looks over at Maul like, "What the fuck, bro?"
Yeah, like,
Like,
you gonna tag in here?
yeah, like what was that for, dude? You fucking me up here.
Yeah, but there's two reasons. One, Maul sacrificed Daki to get away, but two, he knew what that would do to Devin.
Yeah, exactly.
Push
He
her,
knew it would push Devin.
push her
Yeah.
closer to
And
him.
he has to go save Devin. Like one of them's got to go. She's probably going to die to this Inquisitor, so one of us has to go do it, right, Daki?
Right.
But also, if you die, then yeah, she'll want revenge, and that's the side. That's the path to the dark side.
It's almost like Sith want revenge.
Hmm. Was there recently some revenge going around?
Right. The 3x3 fight on the Temple Bridge was outstanding, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, the Inquisitors and Darth Vader and everybody just. There's one shot, or maybe it was in the sewer. No, I think it was here. One shot where like everybody hits lightsabers all at the same time, and it's just this perfectly painted still shot. I sent you a still of it.
Yeah, that was in the sewer.
Yeah, oh, in the sewer. Okay, that part
Yeah.
was just phenomenal. Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, it's poster worthy.
Really good.
You could print that out.
Oh yeah.
It looks super
I wouldn't
cool.
be surprised if people have like wallpaper versions of that already.
Mm-hmm.
Because yeah, that was super cool.
Yeah.
And you think it would get boring after having like basically a episode and a half of lightsaber fight. No, I was
No.
engaged the whole time. It was super
Yep.
fun.
Yep. Awesome. I never got bored.
Yeah.
But moving on, we've got other people trying to get away here. The Lawsons, Two Boots,
Mm-hmm.
uh, Demos. What's his name?
Vario.
Vario. And they come across stormtroopers with another minigun, and the Lawsons, nobody gets hit. I don't know how. There's a pack of them right there, like, oh no, stormtroopers, we gotta run, and they go.
Yeah.
I know the joke is that stormtroopers have bad aim, but
Just don't have the minigun set. Like, just be in the process of setting up the minigun, so that way,
Lawson can use it
Chekhov's
later.
gun is there, so they can use it later. But
Exactly.
don't have it operational right now and shooting at what 4 people. Like, yeah,
And it's not 4 people spread apart; they're all right there, clumped together.
Yeah, if I was put on that minigun with no training, I would kill all of them.
Yes, exactly.
These are stormtroopers with presumably some training, right?
Mm-hmm.
They should be able to shoot these guys. So yeah, they just need to have that little bit of like extra detailing in the world of it's not all set up. They're in the process of setting it up, so there's a reason that they wouldn't be able to take them out. So then
Sure.
it creates a little bit more tension and not just, oh well, we know that they're gonna get out because nobody can shoot good guys. So
Right, exactly. Going back a little bit, I did have a comment. It was funny when Maul and Daki are fighting Vader side by side, and Daki says, "Together we can do this," and then Vader just swipes him away.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, maybe we can't do this.
Yeah, Vader totally like heard him say that and was just like, "Oh, you think you can do this to get there?
Mm-hmm.
Now what are you gonna do, bitch?" He's that kind of vindictive kind of guy. It's just like, I'm gonna dismantle not only you guys in sword fighting, but also just psychologically. Like, oh yeah, you want to work together? What now?
Right.
What's your plan now? Show me.
The fuck you say?
Yeah. But yeah, man, just all of his movements were great. I loved it. And that's the kind of fighting that, it was funny because you think of A New Hope, right? Their lightsaber battle is very just touching sticks together.
Mm-hmm.
And not this crazy fighting that we see now. And I think there are little bits of that kind of fighting style still in this. Like when Darth Vader was fighting Daki, I noticed it specifically with just like the little kind of like just like touching lightsabers and like little movements that they were doing in like A New Hope.
Mm-hmm.
And so I appreciate that they've kind of incorporated that technical limitation just as no, that's just his style of fighting now. And he can still do like really dynamic motions or whatever when he needs to, but when he doesn't, he's conserving that because of his weighed down armor and his all this like lack of maneuverability. He will just do these little movements to keep the enemy at bay and like try to work on their defenses.
Testing, boom, boom, little,
yeah,
and then boom, boom, boom. Yeah.
Yeah. So I appreciate that has made it into just his fighting style.
After you mentioned it previously, I noticed this time Daki had Obi-Wan's fight stance.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. It was good. I love it. I love all the stances that they put in. But also, like, in addition to that, when they are like kind of like, you know, getting ready for Vader, and they all keep like switching stances, you know, like
Mm-hmm.
especially at the beginning of the temple fight here, they're all like kind of like standing there. Then I think Maul makes some comments, and while he's making comments, they're all kind of like, no, I want this stance. No, I want this stance. Mm-hmm. They're all like kind of like feeling it out in the force of like, I can sense that he's gonna jump there maybe, so I'll hold it over. Like, I just love
Yeah,
that kind of like, it's almost like chess in a way. And
and a
yeah.
very chess-like move from Maul was when Devin was fighting Vader, and he got her lightsaber away from her, and he holds out half of his dual edge blade,
Mm-hmm.
and the Force pushes it to her. It's
Yeah.
very symbolic that she's using his blade now.
Yep.
She just lost Daki. She's getting mad. He's giving her everything she needs to go to the dark
Mm-hmm.
side.
Mm-hmm. And the red blade looks good. It looks like it fits. I'm just
Mm-hmm.
saying. So yeah, I like when she was holding the red lightsaber, and yeah, they were about to, you know, work on this Inquisitor guy. I was like, I mean, she fucking looks like a Sith, like straight up, you know.
Yeah, and
So
you know, into this episode, when it's feeling like it's close to the end, and I'm thinking season two. You know, who are they going to focus on? Like, is everybody going to get out? And then when Lawson dies, saving his son, I was like, I didn't care about his story moving forward anyway.
do you
All
think
I'm,
he died?
yeah.
Oh, we didn't see a body.
Well, he got shot and they left him.
He got shot, and then he went off into the smoke, shooting at all the stormtroopers.
Right.
But he didn't die, from what we saw.
Okay, maybe not, but the only story I want to see moving forward is Maul and Devin.
Yeah, I don't care about Riley.
No,
Like, he made it out with them. I don't really care about
I think Two Boots has
his
had his
story.
purpose and he's done.
Yeah.
So no Lawson's. No, I don't care about the mother being in the Empire. They're probably going to have Riley finding his mother next season. So I
Mm-hmm.
doubt we're done with all the Lawsons.
Yeah.
But when I thought he died, it didn't hit me. I was like, okay, well he's at least he's not going to be in the next season. I don't care. All I want is more
Yeah.
Maul and Devin.
Yeah. I think he's definitely going to be in the next season. Like him, Riley, and the
Okay.
mother, and Rena, because Rena also got away.
Okay. Yeah.
So I think they're going to be in there. Like, if he gets captured, I think Rena will break him out or something. And maybe his wife will be there talking to him to interrogate him or something, like come up with a plan to get Riley back using Lawson as bait. And Rena's gonna break him out, and then because we already saw like Riley, he looked at Rena like, my dad used to mention her, you know, like kind of like a, you know, this is his flame from a previous life before he met the mom,
Right.
kind of thing. And so I feel like there's like they're just gonna build that tension kind of with Lawson. I could just feel it.
Hmm.
Because if he was gonna
Okay.
die, I feel like they would show he's dying. Like, Star Wars, not only is like the rule right of cinema, if you don't see a body, they aren't dead. But Star Wars follows that to a T,
Oh yeah. True.
which annoys me. The only time they didn't was with Phasma in Return of the Jedi, I think, when she falls into the
No, not Return of the
fiery,
Jedi.
or not Return, the Last Jedi. Sorry,
The Return of the Last Jedi.
right. I mean, yeah, the title also works.
Rising as Skywalker Awakens.
Right. So I think Phasma was the only time they did it. And Lawson, you know, I feel like if he was gonna die, they would show us. So
Okay. Well, I did notice one other mistake though when Vader was fighting Devin in the temple
mm-hmm.
before Maul brought the roof down. Is he swung at her and he hit a temple wall and there was absolutely no damage.
Oh, I saw the screenshot and the title of it. I was like,
Yeah,
What damage is he trying to
yeah.
sneak
He
there?
had he
But
had
okay.
just swung, missed that she ducked, and his. I mean, they've been purposely showing us blade damage, like when
Mm,
Vader or no, fuck, Maul was walking up to the ATST and dragging his blade across the ground. It was
yeah.
carving a path.
Hmm.
So Vader's sword would have, of course, done damage to some rock.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that was a little mistake. But
Yeah.
hopefully they'll clean up their mistakes for next season. And I mean, it ended really well with very ominously. Devin says she's
Hmm.
ready.
Yeah. Just sitting there holding the lightsaber. Yeah, like she's ready to start her tutelage with Darth Maul.
So I
Not going to be
guess
a good thing.
the question for the series moving forward is going to be: does she totally submit, or is
Hmm.
she going to redeem herself?
Yeah, that's what I'm curious. Is this is this a show about the descent into the dark side, or is this a show about the conflict of light and dark and the light ultimately prevailing?
And it's good that we these are new characters to us. I mean, Maul isn't new, but since we haven't seen him in the Clone Wars, sure, but taking these characters, we don't know what their futures hold. We don't know who Devin ultimately becomes, so
Mm,
we they don't have to work her story into something that we already know about.
right.
So this can go anywhere, and I'm all for it.
Yeah. Yeah. She could ultimately survive and go off and do her own thing. She could die. She could do whatever.
She could become a Darth.
Yeah. Because I think if she ultimately does redeem herself and she doesn't die, I feel like she'd just be like, I'm done. I'm putting my lightsaber away. I don't deserve to use the force because I fell to the dark side. And even though I came back, I just don't deserve it, kind of thing. Like, I'm going to go live and be a hermit, kind of thing.
A la
I can totally see
Thanos.
that. Yeah. Something like that. Yeah. Although Thanos won.
Well, he won, but then he didn't continue to rule the universe. He's like, I'm done. I did what I wanted. I'm done.
Yeah. A man of your talents, farming. It's from
That was what was that from?
Rogue One
Oh right.
when he goes to see Mads Mikkelsen.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
But
Krennic. Yeah, Krennic.
that was a really good aspect of the writing in Infinity War and Endgame.
Hmm.
The bad guy wasn't necessarily wrong.
Yeah.
He his end result was the one you shouldn't opt for, but he was
Right.
teaching everybody a lesson, and he did it, and he's done.
Yeah. He's like, I'm not doing this to rule. I am just doing this to make sure resources don't, evaporate for everyone. So
Right.
the most extreme form of population control.
Retroactive abortions for half the world, half the galaxy.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean that kind of does it for these last two episodes
Yeah,
here.
we had our observations and all, but it was pretty much one long lightsaber fight. So it looked
Yeah.
gorgeous. I like where our characters are left off and what the future holds for them, and I'm looking forward to this. Hopefully, they can crank this out by next year. I don't know how long it takes to make this show, but
Yeah.
give me more.
Yeah. Give me more, but also take your time, make sure that all these little animation mistakes don't make it into the next season.
Yeah, exactly.
And last note is that I was very surprised to see everyone that Maul had in his crew died, but Vario makes it out. Because
Mm,
back in our previous Ramble views, I was like, oh yeah, Vario, he's not gonna be long for this world. He's gonna do this thing for Maul, and then he's gonna be killed. But no, Vario gets out. He's still out.
yeah, yeah.
So the one person I thought would for sure die makes it out, and then everybody else die. I thought Rook Cast would make it out at least. But then once she
Oh,
got pulled back into the forest, I was like, okay, goodbye, Rook. That was the last one.
yeah.
So, well done, Dave Filoni. You've made a fool of me, and hopefully too. I think like the art style and everything I really liked, but like I was saying with these lightsaber fights and the lighting and everything, it just got muddy looking kind of. And so I hope, because there were also several points like when the Inquisitors were following at the beginning of episode 9 here, where they're like, oh, they're trying to make their escape, and then they look off into the distance, and they're like, oh yes, they're over there. They look off into the distance and say they're trying to make their escape because there was a smoke plume from the outpost.
Right, exactly.
And I straight up did not see that the first time.
Ah.
And then because it just blends in with everything, because it's all like painted and out of focus. And then in the sewers underneath, when they're like, oh, we need to find a working skiff. And Lawson is like, there. I'm like, what?
Well,
what did he just see?
And to your point about, so the plume that the Inquisitors saw was from them destroying the ATST. Yeah. And from where they saw it, it was really far away, like miles away.
Yeah.
I was like,
it was like a building came down.
How did they get that far so fast?
Yeah, that far, that fast. And then how does that much smoke come off of a walker?
Right.
That like it's that thick of dark smoke. Like it looked like a building came down.
Yeah, yes, exactly.
So yeah, it was definitely strange. But hopefully, I think the art style is great. I just maybe clean it up a little bit, not so out of focus, maybe a little bit more crisp. And I think too, with like the damage from Vader's lightsaber not making it in and stuff, is because of that painted background. So like, I just hope there's more like 3D elements that is easier to manipulate and not having to create a whole new painting for it.
Because that's the thing, is all the action, the characters, the things that happen in the foreground are very clearly 3D CGI, but all the backgrounds felt like a flat painting.
Yeah.
So, and if you could straighten out all the wavy lines, that'd be great too.
Yeah. That, and also not everything needs to be so worn. Like even Darth Maul's face, it's like those markings on his skin, like that is his skin. Right. But it looked like, I feel like I could see like patches where the black was like rubbing off and the red was like, kind of smearing. Messy. Yeah, or something. Like it's like it's supposed to be his actual skin, right? Like
he shouldn't be able to sweat it off.
Right, exactly. It looked like some of it, was sweating off. So the painted look is great, but for some things, like, can we just get it a little bit more crisp, please? So hopefully we see some improvement there, but either way, they are just nitpicks.
There was a big leap from Clone Wars to the Bad Batch. The Bad Batch looked really different and a lot better. And now there's been a sea tide change here of, this style they're using in Maul. So if they can tweak it a bit, I'm still on board with this style. But they have some tweaks to make.
Yeah, for sure. But that'll wrap us up. I think those are my final thoughts.
Yeah.
Anything else from you?
No, come on, bring it on. Season 2, let's go.
Yeah. I'm definitely looking forward to it. So hopefully it comes out next year, maybe. And hopefully you, the audience, our millions of fans, will join us in those Rambleviews. But as we said at the end of Night of the Seven Kingdoms, that will not end our Rambleviews, for we plan to do more movies, shows, some video games. There is a third person out there who may join us.
Ooh, a mystery person.
Who knows? You'll have to watch all of our Rambleviews to see who it is.
Don't miss a single one.
Right. And if anyone is watching this and they're like, oh, are they going to get like Sam Witwer? They've been talking about him a lot. Are they going to interview him? No, it's...
No. Don't get your hopes up too high.
Right. Yeah. It's just a family member that we would have on the show here. Yeah, so exactly. Nobody Unless you watched it, I don't know, unless anyone has watched his Twitch and whatnot, but
sure.
If he wants to talk about it, he can talk about it. All right. Anyway, signing off here. May the Force be with you, and hopefully you'll join us in our next Rambleviews. But farewell.
We'll see you then.
See you then. Cut.
It's working. It's working.
And I thought I had a segue into a note, but I don't.
That's a good segue. I don't have a segue. Nice.
Good segue.
Right.
It's working.